Hi everybody. This video I am going to explain the internet programming subject, the third unit, server side programming. See, in this unit to display, explain about third chapter, that is cookies. Okay. So first of all, what's the objective of these cookies? So normally the cookies is to mainly is remembering things. Suppose the user belonging to any one website, or logging to any website or any visiting any website, the server suppose we are opening any website means the request will send to the particular server. Okay, so the server receives the request and then process the user request and to send the response for the corresponding request message for this particular user, the client. Okay, so in that situation the server is sent the response plus along with response plus cookies message embedded with this response message sent to the cookies also, sent to the client. Now the response message plus cookies message is added to that message. Okay. Now there is the client, it receives the browser. The cookies is stored in the browser. The cookies is stored in the browser. When the same client is accessing the same server or same website, the server again receives the request from particular user. So the server is known. Oh, this is a previous already this user is logging to me. Okay. To remember the information about the user in order to show relevant content to that user outcome. It's the main objective of these cookies. Okay. So once again I will explain what is meant by cookies. Cookies is a short piece of data. It's not a code. It's not a code. It's only a short piece of data. Okay. So it is sent from a web server to a browser, web browser. The server only sends the cookies to the browser. When that browser visits the server site. Okay. So the cookies are embedded into the HTML information flowing back and forth between the user computer and the server. Okay. So whenever a browser requests a file from the web server, it sends the request along with the cookies. The browser sends a copy of that cookies back to the server along with the request. Already I explained this. The server is sent to the request along with cookies. The browser sends a copy of that cookies back to the server along with this request. So this process is going on. Okay. So thus a server sends a cookies and the browser send it back whenever it requests another file from the same server. In this way, the server knows that the user have visited before and can coordinate the access to different pages on its website. Okay. For example, an internet shopping site uses cookies to keep track of which shopping basket belongs to a user. So this is an example for this cookies. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about so what are the components of cookies. What are the components of cookies? So normally the cookies are a plain text data, a record of 5 variable length fields. 5 variable length fields. Okay. The expiry time The expiry time, the date the cookie will expire. If this is blank, the cookies will expire when the visitor quits the browser. Okay. The expiry time, that is very important. And the domain name of the site. The domain specify the domain name of the site. Okay. It's a path. The path to the directory or web page set the cookies. It's secure. If this field contains the value secure, then the cookies may only be retrieved with a secure server. Okay. If this field is a blank, no such restriction exists. This is a fourth field. Next one, name equal to value. So this is the cookies are set and retrieved in the form of key and value pair. So this value is assigned to the some of the name in the form of value pair. So these are 5 variable length fields used to these cookies. That's the components of cookies. Okay. So next, so use of the cookies. So mainly explain this cookies to identify a user during the e-commerce section. During the e-commerce section, simply say that during the e-commerce section to identify the user. Providing username and password, customizing a site and focusing advertising. Next, what is types of cookies? So what are the types of cookies? So generally there are 2 types of cookies. The first one, session cookies and persistence cookies. So first we are going to discuss about the session cookies. So the session cookies are stored in memory during the applet or application session. So when the session cookies are stored in memory, the applet or application session, the session cookies expire when the applet or application exists and are automatically deleted. Okay, it's automatically deleted. So these cookies usually store a session ID. Is based on the session ID, it will store. That is not personally identifiable to user, allowing the user to move from page to page, so without having to log in repeatedly. Okay. So there are widely used by the commercial website. These session cookies may be used in the commercial website. So second, persistence cookie. Permanent or persistence cookie. A session cookie is a temporary cookie. A session at the time only what you use this cookie. This is a permanent cookie. The permanent cookie are stored in a permanent storage, that is persistent storage, and are not deleted when the applications exist. So they are deleted when they are expired. When these cookies are expired, but suppose we have deleted these cookies, means automatically they will expire. The session cooking is based on the time. When this time is reached, automatically this cookies is expired. Okay. These permanent cookies can be used to identify the individual user. So that may be used by website to analyze user suffering behavior within the website. So what is the user behavior like that? Just watching the behavior of the user. So these cookies can also be used to provide information about the number of visitors. So just to provide the number of visitors in particular during the time interval from this time to this time. The average time spent on a particular page and the general performance of the websites can be calculated is based on the particular time interval. So they are usually configured to keep track of user for a prolonged period of time. In some cases, many years into the future. Okay. So next is programming cookies. So programming cookies. So this programming cookies going to study about some of the basic concept of setting cookies with some servlet. So already we have discussed servlet, how to setting these cookies to the servlet. Okay. So this will be followed by 3 steps. It involves 3 steps. First one, creating a cookies object. So before you are setting the cookies to servlet, we need the object. So first of all, we are going to create a cookies object. This cookies object, so to call the cookies constructor with a cookies name and value, both of which are string, are used to name and value. So both are a string form. So use name and values, both of which are a string format. For example, see this example. So cookie, say keyword cookie equal to new key, that is a name, cookies value. So within double quotation you specify the name and values in the form of string. Okay. Next, setting the maximum age. Maximum age. When, how many days or how many hours or how many years for these cookies is active by using the function. So you set max age. So we set the maximum age to specify the how long the cookie should be valid in second. Okay, so it should be calculated in range of seconds. So by using the function set maximum age to identify how long these cookies are valid. So for example, the following would set up the cookies for 20 hours. First is the example. Cookies set max age equal to 16 to 16 to 20 by using the function. We calculate the value. Okay. For 20 hours, you have to calculate 20 hours. 20 hours, 60. 16 or 1 hour is calculated based on 60 minutes is called as 1 hour. And 1 minute is called as 60 seconds. It's called as 1 minute. So based on this, you got to calculate 20 hours. Okay. Next, the third one, sending the cookies into the HTTP response headers. HTTP response header. So use response dot add cookies. This function. Response dot add cookies. To add cookies in the HTTP response header as follows. For example, response dot add cookies within bracket cookie. Response dot add cookie within bracket cookie. This is a general format for sending cookies in the HTTP response header. Next, setting cookies by using program. Using the program or Java program. Just see the flow of the program. The flow of the program for Java by using the Java header file. By using the servlet applications also we have to use by using the class name, class hello form, and use the servlet functions also. They also do get functions. Do get functions used to calculate the measure the request and message and response message, request and response. Okay. By using this function, we calculate the cookie's first name and last name and calculate the maximum age, that is valid time, either it is 24. Then to add to the cookie's first name and last name and text value. Then to the response value. Then you create one that is form by using this tags, HTML tags. Okay. Then automatically it will print by using the out.println function. Okay. Then it include with form HTML tag. By using the HTML tag, you have to display the output function by using the function get, and for first name give the value by using the input text and the last name, and then submit by using this form. You have to create a form. Okay. Finally, to close this tag by using closing tag. What is the output for this program? This is the output, the first name and last name. This is the form representation. You do the first name and the last name, then you do the submit. What is the process for this program? So this is a simple example for the session cookies setting. Okay. So next, it's reading cookies with servlet. For in that situation, we have to create an array of Java X servlet.http by using this array function to call in the get cookies function method of HTTP server request. So the HTTP server request method to call the function get cookies. Then to cycle through the array and use get name and get value. So get the value of a particular cookies by using the function get name value and value is get. So get value method to access each cookies and associated values. Okay. So suppose we are deleting a cookies with the servlet. What will do? So you are using the 3 steps to delete a cookies. So by using the 3 steps, you have to delete a cookies. First one, read an already existing cookies and store its cookies object. So this is the first step. So read just what are the how many users are accessing this particular website for during time interval. Just read out all the existing cookies and store the cookies object. We are creating objects. This object is going to reading and to store in the particular location. Next, set cookies age as 0 using set max age by function method to delete an existing cookies. Okay. Add these cookies back into the response header. It will add to the response header. Okay. So next is the advantages of cookies and the disadvantages of cookies. So some of the advantages have this use and the implement. It's very use and simple to use the implementation. The cookie is very popular, that used to very important for server resources. Use a computer to no extra browser server. So it is configured to expire when the browser session ends. The session cookies and the present cookies are used. So disadvantage is or the user has an option to disabling cookies on his computer for browser settings. It's based on the, it will not work secure level. Is set to high in the browser. Okay, these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of cookies. Okay. Here a user can delete the cookies. So next, some possible questions. So correct the use of cookies and explain the use of cookies tracking for tracking requests within the program. Okay. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. We'll discuss next topic in next video. Okay. Thank you.